find yourself wondering where all your money went at the end of the month? Trust me, you're not the only one scratching your head. Today we are going to tackle a topic that hits close to the home for many of us. Those sneaky financial habits that quietly drain our bank accounts. Each habit will be unpacked to show you its impact and, more importantly, how you tackle it head on. So stick around as we break down these topics one by one, arming you with the knowledge and tools to pave your way to a more secure financial future. Let's get started. What's this living beyond your means? A common financial mistake is living beyond your means. That is spending more than you earn. Sometimes lifestyle creep seeps in slowly and you're deep in credit debt before you know it. There's a famous quote which can support it. Many people spend money they haven't earned to buy things they don't want to impress people they don't like. Living extravagantly can cause endless debt, stress, a lower credit score, and an inability to save for emergency and retirement. Two simple ways to avoid this are: first, practice mindful spending. Second, downsize your expenses. I use this method called 50-30-20 rule: 50% for necessity, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. Some of the tools which help me are Mint, YNAB, which is You Need a Budget, which is a very common tool, and it can help create and maintain a budget to automate your savings to ensure consistency and reduce impulse spending. Additionally, it can help you calculate how much your monthly expenses would be without income. Additionally, something which really helped me over the period of time is to calculate how much your monthly expenses would be without income for 2 years, and I start saving accordingly. Considering how volatile our past has been from Corona 2020 to till now, the economy has not set in properly. And I start saving accordingly month by month. I start reducing my expenses wherever possible, such as subscriptions or food deliveries or maybe Uber trips. There are many ways you can save. Second is neglecting financial education. To be really financial savvy, to know what you're saving, what you must invest, the first step must be secure financial education. Many people miss out on the benefits of compound interest and other essential financial principles like how to invest in stocks or bonds simply because they haven't taken into time to learn it. By understanding the basics of managing your debt and investing is very crucial for maintaining a financial health. This lack of financial literacy often leads to living paycheck to paycheck and accumulating high interest debt over the period of time. Trust me, I've been there myself. For the early part of my career, I was just earning. I was not knowing what I must do with my money. So I avoided investing or saving for the longer period of time. And my bank account hit me hard. So first thing I did, start reading books like The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by John C. Bogle or Rich Dad Poor Dad, a very common book for everyone to read by Robert Kiyosaki, and The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. These are the basics. If you just read it, you'll get the basic understanding how to manage your money. And these are very fantastic starting points and which can help you build your mindset and knowledge to make money work for you. Third is the biggest financial mistake that we all do, that is paying only the minimum on the credit. We have all been there. I knew every third person who is doing the same when there's too many loads on your bank account and you start paying only the minimum so that next month keeps moving. So here's the thing. Credit card companies want you to pay the minimum. Why? Because they can earn average 22% annual interest rate on your expenses. So when you only pay the minimum, most of your payment goes toward the interest and barely reduce your principal amount. This is a trap, and this can trap you into a cycle of debt, which is very tough to escape. So if you look at the stats, the average Canadian credit card balance is $4,154 and $6,194 in the US. So if you only make the minimum payments, it could take 10 years to pay off, costing you thousands in interest. So to break free from this cycle, aim to pay more than minimum. Here are the two effective methods that I use. First is dip avalanche method. Focus on paying off the cards with the highest interest rate first. Make minimum payments on all other debts and allocate any extra funds to the debt with the highest interest rate. Once that's paid off, move on to the next highest. This method saves the most interest over the time. Second is debt snowball method. Concentrate on paying off the smallest balances first. Make minimum payment on other debts and put extra money towards the smallest debt. This method can be very motivating as you see your debts eliminating very quickly one by one. Personally, I use the both, and now I switched to the debt avalanche method, and it helped me to pay off the debt faster and save on my interest. Here's a pro tip. If your credit card debt balance is $5,000, considering transferring the balance to a credit card offering 0% introductory APR. Generally, these cards gives you a period of usually 12 to 18 months where your payments directly reduces your principal without accruing any extra interest. Just make sure you pay off the balance within this period just to avoid high interest rate once your promotional period ends. Next is ignoring insurance. I know, skipping insurance might feel like a good way to save some cash, but it's actually setting you up for a potential financial disaster. Many people avoid insurance because they don't understand it, think it's too expensive, or simply they don't believe they'll ever need it. However, whether it's life, home, or auto insurance, not having the right coverage can lead to several financial issues when the unexpected happens. A good point to start with insurance is knowing your needs and what is the right coverage. There's several websites which I mentioned in the description box below which can help you to understand what is your need, and you can compare with several insurance company offering their plans, and based on that you can search right away. If you want to know more on this, you can subscribe to my newsletter which I mentioned in the description box below. And every Tuesday you can find something more which can help you thrive financially. This is a very interesting point, not using your tax advantages. It is another obvious mistake that most North American households make is failing to leverage tax advantages. Many people overlook the tax-deferred or tax-free savings account like RRSPs or TFSAs in Canada, or 401ks or Roth IRA in the US. Based on stats, the average American overpays almost $800 annually due to mixed tax credit and deductions, while only 52% of Canadians contribute to their RRSPs. So for the next tax cycle, do these three things. Number 1, maximize contribution to tax-deferred and tax-free accounts. Second is leverage the tax credit deduction that government offers every year. Take advantage of these credits such as energy credits, training credits, or child tax credits by using the third point, that is staying informed on your tax policies. Each year before the tax season, review what the government policies are. Just know what's the update and just leverage all these tax credits while you're filing your tax. So the next is something which I haven't done for the most of the period of time, and if I could have done it earlier, I would be more financially stabilized by now. It is one of the biggest financial pitfalls, and many people hesitate because they are unsure or scared of losing some money, or simply don't grasp the importance of starting early. This hesitation can really hurt your financial future. Without early investing, you're missing out on the magic of compounding interest, which Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world. The power of compounding is incredible. The earlier you start, the more money you can grow. For example, if you invest $10,000 at a 7% annual return, it will grow around $76,000 in 30 years. But if you wait another 10 years to start, that same amount will only grow to around $38,000 in 20 years. Fidelity research shows that those who begin saving and investing in their 20s have nearly double the retirement savings compared to those who started in 30s. So in my own experience, after 18 months at my first job, I had zero savings. Trust me, I was earning so high, but I was saving nothing. I was living paycheck to paycheck. So when the 2008 financial crisis hit, it was very terrifying to know that you can lose your jobs at any point of time. Without saving and any additional investment, you're technically broke at any point of time. So I took action immediately. First thing I did to educate myself with the online investment courses available at that point of time. And with simple strategies, I learned to automate my investment in a diversified portfolio with varied risk. So if you're feeling unsure, don't hesitate to seek advice from a financial advisor. Start early, educate yourself, and take full advantage of tax advantage accounts. Building wealth over time is all about taking those first steps now. It's never too late to start, but the sooner you begin, the better you'll be. Next is lack of retirement planning. Another biggest challenge people face is not planning for the retirement. So many people delay savings retirement, assuming they can start later or believing it's not an immediate concern. This is what I call financial procrastination. Even covering basic living expenses or healthcare can become a serious challenge when you are not doing the right things. Again, if you go by the stats, nearly half of the American workers have less than $25,000 saved for the retirement. So to avoid this, start saving early and using the tax advantage accounts in your country, and start making regular payments and diversify your investment to spread risk and enhance your potential returns. For example, you can monitor your investment within a TFSA or your pension plans to track your portfolio and can change your portfolio every month, how the returns are performing. And another thing that can help you, if you're employed, take advantage of employer-sponsored retirement plans. Many employers offer matching contributions to 401k plans, which is essentially free money towards your retirement. Overall, staying informed about your financial retirement plan is so crucial. Regularly review and adjust your investment strategy as needed, especially as you get closer to the retirement age. And the last is ignoring emergency savings. Many people overlook the importance of an emergency fund, which is so crucial for unexpected expenses such as medical emergencies, car repairs, or sudden job loss. Without this financial cushion, people may have to rely on high interest cards or loans, and which can lead to piled on debt and financial instability for the longer time. The building an emergency fund is essential for your financial stability. Here are some strategies that I followed and it can help you as well. First is set a goal. Aim to save 3 to 6 months worth of living expense in a separate, easily and accessible account. Second is automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your emergency fund to ensure regular contribution. Third is prioritize your savings. I can't stress more on this. Treat your emergency fund as a non-negotiable expense. Best savings account, which is HISAs, and consider keeping your emergency fund in a high interest saving account to earn more on your saving while keeping the fund accessible. So basically, if you put $100, still give you some 2%, which is basically accumulating extra money every month. I learned the importance of an emergency fund very hard way when I moved to a different part of the world from India to Canada, and I saved a lot for definitely first 3 years, but then COVID happened. So my emergency fund actually helped me along for the long period of time so that I can stabilize and restart my job search again. After that catastrophe, I committed to building an emergency fund by setting aside a portion of my income each month. This fund has basically provided me peace of mind and financial security. So overall, building a strong financial foundation requires good habits, continuous learning, and proactive planning. Whether it's a saving for emergency, leveraging tax advantages, or planning for retirement, take these steps today and it can lead you more secure financial future, and it will help in your health as well. Always remember that financial stability is a journey, it's not a destination. So stay informed, stay disciplined, and make the most of the resources available to you. So if you found the information helpful, consider subscribing to this channel and my newsletter, which is mentioned in the description box below, for more tips on your managing your life and finances effectively. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.